A new trial for the Menendez brothers has been rejected by the Los Angeles District Attorney. However, there's still a chance they could possibly be released. In 1989, Lyle and Eric Menendez were convicted of first-degree murder after being found guilty for the deaths of their parents, Jose and Kitty, at their family home in Beverly Hills, Los Angeles. The two were sentenced to life without possibility of parole, and since then, Lyle and Eric's stories have made their way onto our screens in form of a Netflix TV show and documentary. Regarding their case, there have been a few updates as potential new evidence that allegedly supports the claims of abuse from their parents has been discovered, leading to a call for a reconsideration of their sentences. Both brothers claimed during their trial they'd experienced physical, emotional and sexual abuse, especially at the hands of their father, Jose, which they said led to them committing the killings. A letter dated from December 1988 from Eric to one of his cousins about his father's alleged abuse months prior to the killings. However, Nathan Hochman, the district attorney of the Los Angeles County, has said a decision on a resentencing bid is yet to be made. In another report from People, the decision will ultimately be decided by a judge, and when asked if they should be freed, Hochman responded, "It will ultimately be a court question." The brothers have repeatedly appealed against their convictions without much luck, and in May 2023, their lawyers filed a petition citing the alleged new evidence. However, Hochman feels it won't make much of a difference, adding, "Sexual abuse is abhorrent, and we will prosecute sexual abuse in any form it comes." While sexual abuse in this situation may have been a motivation for Eric and Lyle to do what they did, it does not constitute self-defense. The attorney also claimed the brothers' version of events was untrustworthy, as they had 5 different explanations for the reasoning behind murdering their parents. Following the verdict, the Menendez brothers said in a statement, "Abuse does not exist in a vacuum. It leaves the lasting scars, rewires the brain, and traps victims in a cycle of fear and trauma. To say it plays no role in Eric and Lyle's action is to ignore decades of psychological research and basic human understanding." According to People, the sentencing hearing is scheduled for March 20th, which will make them eligible for parole. Okay, so for me personally, I've not watched the documentary. I've been meaning to, just haven't got around to it. For what I've seen on social media, ever since both those properties came out, both the Netflix TV show and the Netflix documentary, there's been an overwhelming support for these guys. And I was quite surprised to see that, if I'm honest. Again, I know nothing about them apart from what they did in terms of their parents. The explanation they gave was the truth, or which explanation they gave was a lie. I just know there's been an overwhelming bunch of support for these guys ever since both those properties, the TV show and documentary, as I just said, came out. New hearing on March the 20th, whether or not they will actually be eligible for parole. Should the public feel safe with these guys being released? If it was to happen, that is. They'd be trusted to start over and live a new life if they were to be released from prison. I feel like it's very easy for people to watch a TV show or watch a documentary based on these guys and feel like you have an understanding of them, of their motivations, why they did what they did, and so on and so forth. Which then makes people feel like, yeah, okay, they deserve to be put in prison, or no, they don't deserve to be put in prison. What they had to go through as kids is horrible, traumatic, nobody should have to go through that. And then they feel like they have an understanding of them. You know, it's like, well, hold on a minute, let's pump the brakes for a second here. You're talking about letting out 2 convicted serial killers. It's a big time offence, hence why they've been serving majority of their life, decades, behind bars. You know, with the multiple appeals that they've given the Menendez brothers, and the fact that they keep getting rejected over and over again, it makes you feel like they're probably not going to get anywhere. At least in terms of this hearing that's coming up on March 20th. But I could be very wrong. I'm no lawyer. I have no expertise in the law. I'm just saying from my point of view. And if what the district attorney, Nathan Hochman, is saying, where he feels as though the version of events from the Menendez brothers' point of view is untrustworthy because because they keep changing up every explanation they keep giving in terms of why they did what they did towards the parents, then how can we actually believe what they're saying is true each time they open their mouths? If I'm the judge, I'm questioning that as well. Like, how can I believe what you're saying is true if you keep changing your words every time you give an explanation? Wait, I'm very curious when it comes to this hearing on the 20th of March, what will happen towards these brothers, whether or not they will be released, whether or not they will stay behind bars, so on. I don't think I've ever seen much interest in terms of a true crime case such as the one of this, such as the one regarding the Menendez brothers. And that's thanks to Netflix in a way, because a lot of people, especially from my generation, who were born in the 90s, were not around when this crime happened, and obviously we don't live in America. So we had no idea about this situation. We had no idea about this case. And we had no idea these brothers existed. So now all of a sudden, Netflix has put out a documentary and a TV series based on these guys, and it's gotten a lot of people doing research about these guys and watching documentaries on them, listening to podcasts. So now I turn things over to you guys. What do you think about this situation? Do you think they should be released? If so, why? Do you think they shouldn't be released? Again, if so, why? Have you followed any of the media attention that the Menendez brothers have gotten over the current, since the Netflix documentary or the Netflix TV series, or were you aware of them beforehand? Either way, let me know your feelings down below. Until next time, take care, stay safe, I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye for now.